everybody. Welcome to. Alright. Hopefully that's better. And we have no more interruptions. This is a song about life. Life is big, life is small, life is grand like tomorrow. Life is you, life is me, life is generosity and greed. And greed. We need greed. And selfishness. My dear, selfishness is the best. Life is fun, life is sad, life is yesterday, and life's my dad. Life's my mom, life's my sister, life's my friend and my babysitter. And life is grand, so grand, I wanna die. And be reborn again. Maybe next time I'll come back as a little fish. You can call me Flounder. And I'll make friends with a little princess. She's a mermaid. For some reason she has red hair. She doesn't have to wear underwear, except for clamshells, covering up her very, very humanoid little breasts. Life is warm, life is wet, gotta take what you can get. Life is sweet, life is sour, you gotta go for another hour. At the laundromat of life, where you live in and you'll die, 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 die. In the laundromat. Life is where it's at. Well, some bitch. How's everybody doing? I wish I could answer for you, but unfortunately you're gonna answer for yourself. That was a song about life. Oh, there we go. Connie, how are you doing? Was there something that you wanted to say that you couldn't say that you had to retract? Huh? What happened? May, my little friend. June was just here, and April is coming in the door. April, hey, May's on the, yeah, May. No shit. Yeah, absolutely. Get over here and look, May. How you doing, team? Team Quack Attack. Gonna get you in your motherfucking back. I mean, he's got your back. He's not gonna stab you in the back. I assume. I'm assuming your gender. I'm assuming that you've got a gender. It's the Team Quack Attack agenda. It's the gender agenda. You know, because they're the ones with all the power, making up all the rules and ruining everybody's lives. Yeah, those are the people that are doing it, folks. The people who don't know who they are yet. Or who do and are trying to get there. No, they're not like you at all. It's not like you were once lost and now you're finding yourself. And you're just in the same goddamn cesspool as the rest of us. We're more alike than anybody really gives us credit for. And to give us credit for things that we're alike about is that's like free money, and I'm not for that, but I am for freedom. Yeah, freedom to be yourself and freedom to be kind instead of rude. Because that's a rude awakening. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Oh, ba-da-ba-da. Sorry. May, you got a new tablet? Congratulations. I've been telling you to get a new tablet since 1986, but no, you waited until now. And now you gotta come on my stream and try to show me up? Huh? What are you trying to say, May, that I need to get a new tablet? I don't even use tablets anymore. They use me. That's how deep I've gotten. May, you don't want none of this. Unless you do. And that's what Google's for, I suppose. That's really wonderful, though. I hope you like it. I hope it's treating you well. Your little tablet. Can I call it a tableau? Tablet. A tablet. For all I know, that's how you were pronouncing it this whole time. And now I'm just mimicking you. Maybe with just little angel wings here. Little feathers. Little feathers to write home about. Let's draw like this for a minute. Oh my gosh. What's going on down there? Sometimes I ask myself this as I'm cooking dinner. And I think to myself, why does it smell so bad? And I realize I've just been burning everything the entire time. Thinking I was cooking it quite well. But no, it's all burned. But that's life, Meme. Whoa. My cat is like freaking out. In the best of ways. Let's do this. It's like what is that noise? It hurt me. What is that, kitty kitty? My cat is hunting something, and it is making the craziest chirping sound. I think it's a chupacabra. A chupacabra. I figure once you can actually pronounce the name chupacabra, pretty good, that's when they show up. It's like when you speak the name, it's like Beetlejuice or something. You say chupacabra, 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 and then it comes out of the shadows, and just makes a horrible noise, makes you poop your pants. I just made that noise and I have to go poop my own pants now. And then I gotta change them. Go figure. I'm gonna be here for a while, folks. So oh wait, yes, you can ask me something, Meme. You wish your headache would go away. Cool. Okay, I'm caught up on the comments. You go ahead and ask away. If it's, as long as it's decent and pure and justified. As long as the question isn't, have you got any money for some school milk? Because I'm not going to fall for that again. I ended up buying you 10 years worth of free lunches, and I'm not going to do it again, unless you ask, of course. It's totally up to you. Why am I drawing this? Why, Meme? Why am I drawing this? Why is there a drum? Why is the drum always gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's quite a little eyeball I got going there. Headaches? Well, I would say that's a number of things, and most of the time, it's quite all of them at once, right? So, Mimi, the little dog's barking because it's got a headache too. Can't get mad at it. It's just a little dog. Um, so listen, it's most likely a combination of stress, lack of sleep, and a mild case of just some in general dehydration, mate. Okay. You're gonna wanna get hydrated and stay hydrated for at least the rest of your life. Just pretty much the rest of your life, right? And you've got to stay that way, pretty much, as I said, the rest of your life. Um, they might dissipate. The worst case scenario, some kind of tumor, maybe a long lost twin that is starting to grow again and gaining strength and using your body as nourishment as it comes back to life and gains its abilities once again. Unleashing its full power, of course, at the new dawn on your 30th birthday, when the moon is blood red. And what the hell am I talking about? What is this? Oh, sorry, Mimi. None of that was true. None of that was right. 100% wrong. For you, anyways. That's not your story, but it could be. You just gotta be careful now. Don't follow in my footsteps. Do as I say, not as I do. I always thought that was the weirdest saying. It's like, what? You did this shit? And you didn't warn me? That's right. I did life. And I didn't think I needed to warn you. Because there's really nothing to tell. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. 1,100%. All right. I get headaches sometimes just from wearing wigs. I get headaches from wearing hats, or headphones even. When I wear headphones, I used to record a lot of music, and I would get these horrible headaches, and I realized after a long time of doing it, not that it would even stop me. I was just like, oh, okay, that's the reason I have headaches. Anyways, just keep doing it, because there's no way I was gonna stop. Or caffeine. I think too much caffeine, coming, just like the adverse effects of things like that, like caffeine or sugar, things like that. Lots of things. Oh, wait, I didn't read your other messages here. So what is? So a hot room doesn't help. Whenever I'm sick, I always prefer cold. The colder the better, because then you can always just get under the covers, and I feel like it makes me feel really comfortable to get under and kind of just get all cozy and warm under the covers, even if my head is cold, like kind of how the thing is how a lot of people are like this, I know, where they have to sleep with one foot outside of the bed as it's almost like a stabilizer or something. I've been like that since I was a kid. um, so when I'm sick, or when I would drink, I'd get hungover a lot. This is a long time ago, but I would the next day I would be all like, especially if I was sick to my stomach and whatnot, like nauseous, kind of headache, sicknessy kind of stuff. Um, I preferred the cold. Some people prefer the warm. I think it just depends on your own comfort level. And as far as it being that or something else, yeah, it could always be, it could be aliens. Um, you're on oh yeah, I was just gonna say it could be a bunk bed. Bunk beds are notorious for holding evil headache spirits in them, Meme. You might you might want to consider taking the bed down and or at least saging the room. Getting a proper priest in there, blessing it, gesundheit, if you will, and maybe going out into the jungle and finding some kind of shaman and throwing a net around them, bringing them back to your hometown, showing them around, take them to a movie, make sure they feel comfortable, and then, go and get rid of the evil spirits. The headache spirits should be gone with about 3 to 4 business days, I think, and then you can show the shaman out and go live his life. You can get back to doing your non-headache stuff, and well, none of us be the wiser for it. Oh gosh, you remember those days? It was wild, headache-driven, frenzied days of lust and lore. It was terrible, terrible time to be alive. Very terrible. I mean, the dinosaurs were dying left and right. It was disgusting. And the smell. Oh, enough to give me a headache. Oh, I'm just joshing with you, Mei. I'm just trying to make you smile. And I hope it worked a little bit. Not the kind of smile that makes you want to run to the bathroom and vomit, but close. Close to that. I hope you understand. I'm trying to fix this drawing so I can fix my soul. Talk about a headache. No soul, no hole. That's what an old man told me once. And I said, what the hell? What? And he said, nothing, as he ran away. Just some strange old man in the subway. All right. Any more questions there? And I was just kidding about the bunk bed. I think the bunk bed is the best thing that you can do. The bunk beds are great. I'm telling you that right now. Are you in? Oh, you know what else? What used to always get me sickly when I was a youngster was the paint in the walls. I was a very sickly young person, and I'd rather not talk about it. I'd just rather not talk about it. I was a sickly young man, very sickly in the face and the body region of my soul, and yeah, annoyingly so. I was quite a specimen for sickliness. And I don't want to talk about it. I'm over. I just don't want to talk about it. But anyways, yeah, I was very sick. And there I was being sick and stuff. And I would get bronchitis, but it had to do with the paint in the walls. Certain smells would do it too, Mei. Especially like chemical smells, like Raid. Like you'd never want to breathe that stuff in on purpose. It's horrible. I mean, it kills roaches. Like don't ever breathe that stuff in. I would put that in my ears and I would shower with it because I would think that it would keep the demon roaches off me, the ones that I killed that were coming back after me. And let me tell you, Mei, it did two things. It brought those roaches back from the dead, and it solidified my soul into that of Hades, the greatest roach pit of them all. Amen. I've been trying to work myself out ever since, and I've been trying to work up enough gusto, if you will, guts, some glory, to go and conquer those demons and drag those roaches back to hell with me. And I'm well on my way of doing that, so I appreciate the support. If anybody wants to send me gold so I can make a golden sword so I can go down and fight Satan, I'm well on the way. Once I get through the flat earth and head on down to the hollow earth, where the moon is made of cheese and the dinosaurs, well, they can't vomit, but they can sneeze. You do the math. What was I talking about? What were we talking about? I went up and down on my bed because I was making it so you... I used to do bunk beds when I was a kid. Or go over to a friend's house and they had bunk beds and stuff, so I'm a big fan. Or maybe not a fan as much as I have experience with bunk beds myself. I always preferred the bottom bunk. The top one, it's just kind of weird. It's a whole different vibe up there. The bottom bunk you can kind of sink in. I remember one time when I was in the 3rd grade, maybe the 4th grade. No, I was pretty sure I was in the 3rd grade. I was on the bottom bunk in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 in the morning. I just leaned over and I just puked everywhere. Then I went right back to bed. But I think I got a fever. I'm guessing it was some kind of food poisoning or something too, but I got really sick. And I was like sick as a dog for like 3 days or something. I was like, if this was what they is this or if this is what happens when they talk about having a fever, I don't ever want to have one of these again. Wouldn't be the last one, of course, but it was definitely one of the worst I've ever had. It was like lit up like a little skylight, you know, thing aimed toward the concrete jungle in the dark, left to rot in the burning sun, like some kind of candle that never had a chance to form, just constantly melting and not even landing on its own 2 feet no more. What the? Can we change the subject? What is this? What are you talking about? Candles? What do you mean? You never heard this story? What story? What are you talking about? I forgot. You interrupted me. I was on a roll. You're on a. You were annoying me. Can we just get back to business and start talking about this thing again that we were doing? Oh yeah. Hey, Meme. Sorry. Right now, so I'm just wanting to know. Well, Meme, I'm thinking happy thoughts for you right now. Can you feel them? I'm gonna make it to where that headache goes away. I promised you. I would never lie to you. This is the internet. It's impossible to lie. Give me 1 second. I'm putting my hands. I'm putting my hands down. My little mummified Caucasianoid hands. What the hell's going on with that one? Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna pray right now for you, Meme. Hold on now. I'm shaking my hands. Can you see that? Okay. I just want you to know that it's not like a photo or something. They're actually hands. They're not like Muppet hands. Well, they kind of are, but they're my Muppet hands. Okay, just oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Happy thoughts for May May. Kick that headache demon right out of her little head for me, please. Thank you. Okay. You should be feeling better in about 5 to 6 business days, mate. With well, that song, I haven't sung that song in years, darling. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you even remember that one, but I'll give it a shot. I don't think I remember the lyrics. I mean, it's been, oh my gosh, I just got a bubble in my throat. Wow, when I go to sing. I mean, it's one of them songs, I don't even know where to start. Well, I'm curious again. It's the end of my life and I ain't got myself no more friends. I'm curious all day. Hippity hippity hip 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 hooray. Every one of you is gonna die. Fly to heaven up in the sky, or hell, down to hell with me. I'm curious what's going on in that brain of yours. I'm curious. Let's go to the Apple store. I don't use Apple products, but I like to watch people shop and buy stuff. Oh yeah, you might say I'm curious. I wrote that song back in 1873 when I turned 5 years old. And nothing's ever been the same. I mean, I might as well have been singing about this year, last year, whatever. I mean, it's like been 200 years. I mean, nothing ever changes. just gets consumed by corporations named after fruit. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point. It don't much matter in the end, folks. Well, yeah, you remember that song, I'm sure. I'm consuming liquid. I'm not trying to brag, but I was thirsty and I needed to drink something. I'm not trying to sound like a badass. I was just thirsty, is all. Not trying to sell nothing. You're very welcome. then there's some kind of mouth right there, but then this thing right here comes right back up right there. Isn't it funny how you can say there so many times, and it just, after you use a word so many times, it loses its all meaning. And that's when you can take that word back from the grammar Nazis. And you can shape that word into any kind of word that you want. And the future is yours, as long as you know how to work those words. I crap you not. I asked you not. Wait, what? I got, have me, have, what is it? Have me not? Love me not? I forgot. I sound like a robot. You make me smile. Well, that's what I'm here for, my. I mean, little April over there. They're all laughing over there like they're playing chess with little June. And July is coming in, like I said earlier. I fucked that up a little bit, but the story. But it doesn't matter. That's what it's all about. We bounce off each other like rocks bouncing off the skulls of baby. Wait, what the fuck? That's dark. No, like ships in the night, bouncing off each other and drowning everybody. No, that's bad too. At least they're babies too. No babies on the ships. No, you shouldn't have infants on ships like that. We were all flying in the sky and all the babies were looking out the window as the comet came and hit the ship. Oh, no! Ah, dang. I can't. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm not gonna be able to stop the tragedies. It's like Final Destination in here and shit. I can't keep up. We're all gonna die. The craziest thing is that everybody knows it. Everybody knows that. And everybody's still assholes. Or especially assholes because of it. Damn. I realized something today. That life is finite. And I'm not going to be here forever. And, oh my gosh. I'm just going to be an asshole. Yep. I'm just going to keep being an asshole. There's people that wake up every day and choose that route. Consider that when you're coming down on yourself and being hard on yourself ever. And if you consider yourself to be a kind, compassionate, kind-hearted, fun-loving human being who has room in their heart for people that are different than them and that might even believe things differently than them, but they all know and understand who the real enemies are. The reptilians and the Hollow Earthians. And they hang out at the Flat Bar Cafe, the Flat Earth. It's a big, long, tangled web of lies and deceit, friends. And if you landed here, you know exactly what's going on. You didn't come to me by accident. Let's just say that. You're here for a reason. I know that reason. It's to fight back. And to take this world back from those goddamn reptiles. Their leader is named Iguana Head. He doesn't really have a more clever name than that. It's just we just call him Iguana Head because we can't even, when they come down to do these talk to us, but they send their little mouth box down here to speak for him. He calls him Iguana Head. It's just some alien language we don't even understand, but it sounds like he's saying Iguana Head, but in reality he's saying Iguana Head, like that, and so we just call him Iguana Head. He seems nice, but ain't nobody gonna come and take our country from us except for the rich that we allow to take everything from us every day. Whatever, hey, everybody, to hell with those reptilians. I've been there. It's a dark place, and that's exactly the kind of place the reptilians like to be. I mean, under rocks and stuff, right? I mean, I'm just trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a good Christian, to these reptilianoids. I mean, good God, good gravy. Hallelujah, amen. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. Okay, we'll be here for the rest of our lives, if that's what it takes. Isn't that right, Mimi? Exactly. It's funny to me that I'm going off on these weird tangents, and you just keep asking these very like poignant questions. Um, I mean, alone is. Mm, I have a lot going on in my head. I never feel alone. I'm lonely from time to time. Yes, I am alone. But I don't feel it. I don't. I'm like I'm by myself a lot, right? But I don't feel like I'm ever alone. I would actually, to be honest, the older I get, the more I just feel like I'm constantly surrounded by different things. Even if I, especially in the bathroom, it's kind of gross, and I don't know how to switch it off. But no, you know, I think everybody sort of feels that from time to time. Yes, and it is scary. Life is scary when you start like, and that's the thing where I was saying, like we're all, we all know where we're going in the end. We all know that our time here is limited, and to me, it's scary to think that I'll never be able to live the life that I dreamed about as a young kid, like a youngster, like just being able to travel the world and see art and meet artists. And I've always wanted to be an artist ever since I was like in the third grade, second grade. I mean, I just thought that it was just going to happen. And maybe everybody else did too around me, but it never did. And so I've always had to work jobs that make my hands look like this because I'm not smart enough to work in an office or something. Didn't go to college. I've just always been working my fucking ass off, supporting my art habit and ruining people's lives and being a horrible friend and a bad son. And I was horrible to myself. And I've done bad things that I regret that I'll never be able to take back. And I've lost people, gained people, tried to be a good person, but failed many times. So there's times I feel regret, and I mourn for a life or I mourn for a world that we all were promised a long time ago that has yet to come. And I am afraid for other people more than I am myself. There's nothing that anybody could do to me that I haven't already done to myself. And that's why people don't scare me in the slightest. But I'm afraid for other people's lives. And I worry about other people. And I worry about strangers. I meet people every day. And sometimes it's like there's this sixth sense where you just feel like you know the person, like you've known them all your life. And like an old man or something, I just feel like he's my grandpa or something all of a sudden. Or I just get this deep feeling, it just comes over me. And it happens a lot where I just feel very, very protective of people. And I worry about them and I think about them a lot. More than me. My job here is to make art. That's I've decided that, and that's my only that's my only purpose in this world now. And it just took me a long time just to admit it. I always thought I could have a relationship, or I always thought I could do this or that like other normal normies do. Normies. But I can't. And why live a lie? I'm just a piece of shit that happens to make good art. And the art, that's subjective. It's not that good. I just put little stupid lines on paper over and over and over. And anything, you do that with anything. You could do that with little teeny circles like this over and over and over until you fill up an entire 6 foot page of it, and it's gonna look like art, and it'll look cool or whatever, and you'll be able to sell it. It doesn't matter. Like this shit doesn't matter. It's just paper. It's gonna burn. It's gonna be gone someday, and I'm spending my entire life doing this kind of stuff. but why? And there is no answer to any of it. There's no answers in any of it, but there's answers in everything. They're everywhere. It just depends on how you want to experience life and how you allow it to affect you. And I feel like it's totally fine to be one day be completely out of control, the next day be completely in control, and one day to be sad, and then the next to be angry. We're humans first, but we're also spiritual beings, and we're the energy that courses through us, and the ideas and the concepts and the soul, whatever it is that you whatever you want to call it, the zone that um the creative spark that brings us all together in ways through art, creativity, through a beat, through rhythm, um, a pulse. It's always there, and it's always going to be there. It's just something that humans are able to tap into as well, and that's a whole nother thing. And it's what binds us. And a lot of people know it's there, but there's just so many normies that don't. They just go through life thinking that this is it. There's just this black and white version of the world, this one, two, three version of the universe. Like they have all the answers because some asshole on TV had all the right talking points. And it just resonated with them because it fit their world narrative. May you opened up a can of worms. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. Great questions, May. Great questions. No, you didn't. You didn't. No, you don't have to be sorry. You should make a tutorial video of drawings. Yeah, I know. I should do a tutorial, but I can't because I'm actually not the one drawing. Capthar313 is actually the one that's drawing, and I am channeling him from Zilolon. It's in another galaxy. It's about 7 light years away from here. Nate, Amiel, Nate, I remember you. No, that's good advice. I don't know how to do those. I wouldn't know where to start because my drawings are so chaotic, but creaotic. Ooh, creaotic. That's a word, maybe someday. Have you seen the Minecraft movie? No, I don't watch movies. If I can help it. I'm just playing. I watch movies. I just I don't set out to watch them. Let's just say that. The last movie I went to in the last like 3 years was Nosferatu, and I fell asleep because it just made me. I was just as soon as it came on, I was like, "Aw, home," and I just fell asleep. I felt like I was just at home throughout the whole movie. I was just like a warm little puppy, like a warm little vampiric puppy who wants to suck the blood out of everybody. And plus, the seats were like reclining and vibrating and stuff, or maybe that was the person's foot behind me, but they reclined. And I reclined all the way into the person's lap behind me, and maybe that's why it was vibrating. Anyways, it's a long story. About 6.5 feet, maybe ish. So, and they were selling hot dogs. This guy was walking through the theater, and he was like, hot dogs, like that. And I was like, over here, mate. And he like threw me a fucking dog, and I remember when I caught it, I miscaught it. If you know what that means, when you miscatch a hot dog, the hot dog actually slips out of the bun and it hits the person in the mouth behind you. And everybody in the theater started laughing. Unfortunately, it was the climax of the movie and we all missed it. So we told the projectionist, who was a total asshole, by the way, totally just wonderful asshole. We told him to start the goddamn movie again. And so he did, and we all laughed again, and we watched it again, and again, and again, and again. Hot dogs. Who would have thought? Nah, some of that is true. None of that's true, actually. I'm sure it's happened. Nah, I doubt that. But maybe it has. Let's just say it has somewhere. So that way, I didn't just say all that for no reason. If that's okay. Hello, Hughes. Climax. Is that all you got out of that, mate? Gee, jeez. No, that's what I meant. LOL. That's what I meant. Hello, Passer. Just a quick good eye. Best wishes to you, mate. You be careful out there. We're all rooting for you. Everybody go rooting on for Passer now. Go on, root. You little pigs. Oh. I've got these toe thumbs and I need to do something with them, so I'm gonna root for it. I'm gonna root with these little toe thumbs. Toe thumbs. It took me years to grow these toe thumbs. I'm proud of them. I just spit into the microphone. Not no more. I sucked all the moisture out of my face. Just now. Rewind it, you can listen. It's all there. I'm not hiding nothing. The class. Well, what better place to join? Cut right to the chase. I don't know what it means when I do these videos when it says no kids, or because it says yes for kids and no for kids, or I always say no. I forget what it says now exactly, but I don't know how it would even know if somebody was 10 or 15 or 19 or what it considers to be a kid. Is it like 13 or 14? Like where they can start hearing cuss words or something? Is there a law or rule for that, you know? I should know that as a content creator. My name is Creator. Wow, that's really clever. Thank you. Took me years to come up with it. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's finish this little thing. Put that where it belongs. Right there. Right. Perfect. Perfect. No foreplay or anything like that. Get right to the chase. Right to the third act. Can you draw the third act for me? I've never quite seen it. No, Star, you can't. You're gonna get banned from YouTube if you do that. Oh, right, the third act. That's quite. It's quite risky, right? Call it the frisky risky. That's what I call it. All right, and right there. Usually there's a buttock, but I'm gonna draw a leaf, maybe a little flower, if you're lucky. Story, who are you talking to? I don't know, mate. I'm just talking to the wind. I mean, what? What? Jeez. Get off me back, Daddy. I mean, come on now. You're my producer, not me daddy. If you're gonna claim to be me daddy. Okay, enough of the daddy stuff. No, you listen. It's my time down here. That's you up there. This is my time down here. Alright? If you want to be me daddy, you at least gotta pay me some kind of an allowance. I haven't had clean water in weeks. We've run out of chocolate milk. There's no more food. I'm 39 years old, mate, going on 97, because I've been down here for so goddamn long. I deserve some dignity. Don't I deserve some love? Daddy? Daddy? Are you... Story, this isn't your daddy, this is Terry. Oh, that's right. You know what I'm getting at. If you want some water so bad, okay, we'll get you some water, but you gotta promise to sing a song. I'm not gonna promise nothing. No water then. God, okay, I'll sing a song. Fair enough. God, what do you want to hear? Something about water. No. Okay. Sing a song about water? Water. Water. I drove myself to Mars with all the television stars. We're running low on gas, but they say it's not too far to go for water. Water. Don't run a marathon and don't fuck with leprechauns. Don't dance out on the floor without making sure you got some more. Water. H2O. Water. Water. A waste because it doesn't have a taste, but 90% is a lot to fill the human race with. Water. 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 Based on a true story. Water. Based on a thing called water. Don't forget your little happy shadows. There. A nice little happy shadow. Hey, May, where'd you go? Did May say goodbye? What's going on? You tell that paper who's boss. Take no prisoners and take no for, never take no for, don't take no for, whatever, you know what I mean. It's pretty close. What are you doing? You going for a bug? My cat was going for a bug. All right, everybody. Oh, happy bunny Easter Day to the kitties, and happy growing up Easter Day to the little dogs out there. Just gonna sing this one last song, and that way we can all just go puke right afterwards. But anyways, here we go. Goodbye from Art Club, I'm saying goodnight. I'm quiet looks angry, and I'm scared for my life, and I'm leaving the art club tonight. Art club, where have you gone? Art club, where is my mom? What have you done with her? Art club, this ain't my song that I would sing to you. What day of the week is it? What's the year? What's my fucking name? I look in that goddamn mirror and I think to myself, who the fuck is that old man? Looking back at me, what's my goddamn name? And why am I so ugly? Is it my genes? Or is it in my DNA? Aren't they the same things? Probably not. I'm sure they're quite different. I'm sure they're not. They're more likely quite different. Alright. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. I wrote that song back in 1986 when we were on tour with that rock and roll band called Poison. And I'm the one that made that band. I made them because one night I made them out of some voodoo dolls. And then we set them ablaze. And the next day, Poison was born. And then they were famous, and then we went to the wayside because they got more famous than we did. And so I had to reinvent myself several times over before I ever even came back to getting on the music bench again. And then all hell broke loose back in 1872 when I had fallen back in time and out of promise and out of friendship with me mates. So I was even out gone back then. I was, oh gosh, we're thinking outside the box, but we were older, and it was the 80s, everyone was doing it. Fair enough. Cool, everybody. Y'all take care. I'm gonna go and relax. And I hope you have wonderful dreams. And I hope you stay creative. And you think outside the box. And you can be yourself. And allow others to be themselves. And all that stuff. So thanks for stopping by. I love you. Quite much. Uh-oh. You were asking questions? Anyone else getting drunk? I haven't had a drink in over 13 years. But I'm quite drunk right now, mate. Why is the drum always gone? It's a rum joke. Why is the drum always gone? But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. You be safe out there. And I hope the week treats you good. You deserve happiness. And I'm rooting for you. Like a little pig. I'll be rooting for you. You guys take care. Thanks, Hugo.